Hello everybody, it's Punkmaster Flash, and today I'm going to be reviewing the LEGO Star Wars Inquisitor Transport Scythe, which is based off the new Kenobi show on Disney+. So let's start with the minifigures. So our first minifigure here is my personal favourite one out of the set. This is the Grand Inquisitor and his new variants. This was one that came out in 2015. But this one looks very impressive, I've got to say. The return of the Inquisitor lightsaber hilt is very nice to see. And it's obviously got the double-bladed lightsaber with the red stick pieces coming out of either end of the hilt. And if we just take off the lightsaber piece, we can see the minifigure in even more detail, as you can see. So very nice printing all around on this minifigure. It's got some nice printing on the legs there, as you can see, continuing down from the torso, which looks very nice, replicating the he kind of looked like he got jogging bottoms on in the show. They probably weren't, but anyway, it looks quite cool. And then he's got these interesting buttons here, which kind of remind me of Darth Vader around his waist, probably like a belt full of utility and stuff. And then he's got the return of his armor piece here, which is very cool, with those shoulder pads on either side, as you can see, which look very decorative and nice. And then his facial print is pretty menacing. He's got a bit of a grimace going on there, and those evil looking red eyes that he's got. And then around the back, we can see he's got a standard black cape going on here. Nothing new there. And he also, on the back, there is some more nice printing going on. You can't quite see all of it since the cape and the armor piece is covering it, but there's nothing much to see on the back, just a tiny bit more printing. And a really nice inclusion, I think, for these Inquisitor minifigures is that you get a clip here on the back of their armor pieces, where you can, like in the universe, clip their lightsaber on, which is really cool, I think. Really nice little inclusion there, and it really makes all the difference, that nice little detail. And obviously he would have his lightsaber turned off if he was putting it on his back. However, it still looks very nice there. So that is the Grand Inquisitor from Kenobi. So the second minifigure is the fifth brother, who is also an Inquisitor, and he's returning for the Kenobi show, because he was originally in the Star Wars Rebels show, but now he has a new LEGO minifigure variant, which is very nice to see. His armor piece and his helmet piece the mold are also returning. He's got the same Inquisitor lightsaber going on there, looking very cool. And then if we just take off his lightsaber, we can have a look at the torso and leg printing. He has the same leg printing there, as you can see, as the Grand Inquisitor does, which I don't mind at all. I think it's perfectly appropriate. And then he has some nice torso printing going on all over as well. Similar utility belt there, and just the overall black and dark grey colour scheme. It's got a bit of a frown going on there. His face, a lot of people commented that his face kind of looks like a baby, but I don't really have any problem with it. I think it looks good. And if we turn around to the back, we can see he also has the clip there for storing his lightsaber. And no new detailing on the back on the torso, just pretty standard there. And just taking a closer look at the helmet piece he's got going on here. I sometimes call it the frisbee piece, because it kind of looks like a frisbee, but I've just managed to take off his entire head. But here is the frisbee looking helmet here, which looks very nice. Really like this mold, and it just continues all the way on the back there, Just got the side view there, which looks very nice. Then just the fifth brother's head there. And on the back of the fifth brother's head, he actually has some quite cool printing. You can just take it off. You can see here, he's got kind of like a robotic red visor on the back there, which looks pretty cool. So yeah, that is the fifth brother minifigure. A very fine inclusion and very appropriately in the Inquisitor transport scythe. So the next minifigure in this set is one of the main characters from the Kenobi, actually introduced in the Kenobi show, because she wasn't in any Star Wars content prior to the show. The final Inquisitor minifigure is Reva, and I would probably say the least interesting looking Inquisitor, but she still has a nice variety of printing. Obviously still using that Inquisitor lightsaber blade, as you can see there. She has some nice printing going on her torso there. It's like a bit of dash of silver and mostly black going on there on the torso and the legs. And then we've got a nice cape element at the back. If we just turn it around, just look at the back here. It's that nice felt material of cape instead of the much more well, the cape element they used to have, which used to get bent quite often. So yeah, the felt cape is a lot nicer here. But yeah, and as we can see on the back, there is no really interesting printing going on, just fairly standard there. And then she just got just a face print, just a single face print going on, because obviously you can't have a double-sided head if the hairpiece doesn't completely cover up the back of the head. As you can see there, unfortunately no alternate face. But the hairpiece, I've got to say, I don't really think works as well as it should have, because the actress of Reva has actually a lot more hair. Well, in the show she does. I'm not sure about her real life hair, but she had a lot more hair in the show, because it went like around here. It didn't just go cleanly cut like that. So you can probably mod that out with another hairpiece if you wanted to. But yeah, that was my only little nitpick with the Reva minifigure. But overall, a really nice minifigure for this set. Probably the least interesting one, but in any standard set, a very good one. So the final minifigure in this set is the man of the show. It is Kenobi. Here he is, looking very striking there with his blue colour scheme, kind of. He's got his outfit on, which he wore in the first couple of episodes of the show, I'm pretty sure. He's got kind of this blue outfit going on here. It's like sand blue outfit, which looks nice. Not much printing on there, just like a little belt there, and some of his skin shown through there. And then he's just got standard blue lightsaber. Obviously his iconic blue lightsaber there, with a silver hilt instead. No more Inquisitor hilts for Kenobi, obviously. But what I really like about this minifigure is this new hairpiece he's got, actually. Is newly introduced for the Kenobi minifigure for 2022. And it's kind of like it's just a very interesting haircut going on there. Actually, I think it looks really nice, and it's kind of showing he's got kind of ears there, even though ears don't exist with Lego minifigures. But yeah, most people will probably say it's a bit like a mullet, which Obi-Wan basically has. But yeah, very nice hairpiece there. And thankfully, he has an alternate face print going on, and he's just a lot more calmer and very wise, gentle Jedi facial expression going on. That's what I think it shows anyway. And as you can see, he's also got this nice cloth. Oh, and Kenobi's just died a terrible death. What a shame. Anyway, he's also got this nice cloth element going on here, which has got some like showing some wear to it with some like tatter there. But yeah, it's just a nice cloth element to add a bit of texture to the minifigure, which I think looks really nice. But that is the Kenobi minifigure, the final minifigure of the set. So now we've got all the minifigures over and done with, we can now focus on the main build of the set, which is obviously the transport scythe. So let's have a look at this beast of a set. It's one of the largest sets of the new summer wave. So I really love the colour scheme of this set. I've always think the black and red colour scheme with anything really in Star Wars looks great, like with Darth Vader or anything like that. But yeah, it looks very menacing and intimidating, flying through the skies of Tatooine as it did in the show. But anyway, here it is. So, obviously you can see you've got these large beams going down the side here, making kind of like a trapezium shape going on there, which looks pretty cool. And the way the designer managed to create that shape using those ball joints up here with those grey pieces is really cool, I think, and it's just shows how far Lego have come over the years with their Lego designers. But anyway, we've got a nice red visor going on here for inside the cockpit, and that actually uses the Speed Champions cockpit going on there, which is very cool. I think it's really nice. Down here, we've actually got kind of like a landing, I'm not sure what to call it, like a drawbridge kind of thing that going on, which you can lower down so the minifigures the Inquisitors can walk down, intimidating all the residents of Tatooine, unfortunately, which is a cool feature. The designers really managed to capture the shape of the ship very well, and the whole ship it looks amazing. I'm going to be honest, it is one of the best sets of Star Wars sets of this year. I'm going to be honest. It uses these very nice angles down here, like these triangular shapes. It's got two wings, obviously, fairly medium-sized wings with some spring-loaded shooters going on here on either side. And then, yeah, I think the designers really done a really good job here of really balancing the studded elements and the tile elements to create a nice effect, really. And you see there's a lot of the plates here, the smooth plates contrasting with the studded elements. Looks really nice, I think, because it's showing that obviously it's Lego, but it's just really capturing that imperial look, I think. And then as we go around to the back, we can see it has some very large engines going on here. Yeah, so we've got those blue kind of blasts of energy coming out of the engines there, propelling it along. And then we've got these small elements here. I'm not exactly sure if they're just like creating the model or if it's a little detail from the in-universe ship, but these can like go up and down, which is pretty interesting. Got some stickers going on here, which is nice. And yeah, it's just overall, again, just using a load of these nice plates to create those angles and all that. It looks really nice, those smooth elements at the back. And yeah, those stickers just create an extra bit of texture to the model. And yeah, these engines look very cool, very imposing. And then we've got two smaller ones. I'm pretty sure these are engines on either side as well as the large ones. Looking underneath this set, we can see it's got a lot of Technic beams going on. It's got these blue pieces here, which connect to the beams on either side to create those angles at the front. Those really iconic angles of the ship. And yeah, you've got lots of beams for the framework of the set, which obviously it doesn't look so pretty on the underside of the set, but it doesn't really need to because you're not going to see this very often. But it does have some landing gear, as you can see. You can kind of pose these feet around if you want to a bit. But yeah, that's just another fine detail there. And then just putting the set back down. This set has a very good interior, I must say. So let's just have a look at the interior. So just fold these wings down like this, and I'll show you in its full flight mode in a minute. But getting into the full interior, so basically all you have to do, it folds together very neatly like most Star Wars sets nowadays. You just have to lift this visor up, and this just folds backwards like that. Lift down these two plates, and then you have full access to the interior. So inside here, there is a lot of detail going on, and these should be down like this. So as you can see, it looks very Imperial-esque. It's got a nice seat going on here for the Grand Inquisitor to pilot the ship, or whichever Inquisitor you want, it doesn't really matter. You've got a printed control panel here, which is nice. And then you have two other grey seats at the back, which is a nice inclusion for the other Inquisitors to sit down. A few stickers going on here again. If you're not a sticker lover, it doesn't really matter with the sets, because there's very minimal stickers for a large set like this. So yeah, this is just a really well-rounded set, I think. So yeah, some nice details there. And as you can see at the back here, there are some those iconic white lights that most Imperial ships have going on. And there's a lot of space going on inside here, where you can place some Inquisitor minifigures, or whatever minifigures you want to. So for example, you can just take Reva or whatever, and just place her inside the ship, and there she is, looking ready for battle with Kenobi. It looks very nice. And yeah, that is pretty much it for the interior. You can see some of the frameworks for this set as well. You can see some Technic pieces being used here, which are nice, which kind of hold the overall ship together. And you can see Lego's use some circular plates here to hold those parts together as well, and some light grey elements as well, which is nice. So if we just close the ship up, it closes together very neatly, as you would expect. And then you can fold this back down. There it goes. There you have it. There is the transport scythe. And then if I can, I'll just adjust the camera so you can see the transport scythe in its full flight mode. So you can fold down the wings like so, and then you have it in its flight position here, looking very cool indeed. And those wings just fold down all the way with these little turrets on either side of the wings. I presume they're weapons, I'm not exactly sure, but yeah, they look very nice. And as you can see on the wings here, they use these like ingot gunmetal grey pieces for an extra bit of detail. But yeah, those wings look very nice in its flight position. And this set is surprisingly long and very large indeed, and I wasn't actually expecting it to be this big of a set, to be honest. I mean, it is £90, but it is very good value for money, I have to say, and it dwarfs a lot of recent Lego Star Wars sets, I've got to say. So yeah, I would definitely recommend picking this set up. So if I'll just fold back the wings, there we have it. You can put the transport scythe back into its landing position. And there you have it. That is the Inquisitor transport scythe. A very well-rounded set. It has amazing minifigure selection. Very reasonable price in my opinion. But it often goes on sale on Amazon for about £80 at the moment. So definitely recommend picking this set up. Yeah, it's a brilliant set. And it has some really nice fine details. And it's just, yeah, a really iconic ship to the Kenobi show. But anyway, thank you for watching my review, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.